Think the world is bad now. This is just the warm-up. We see wars, famines, riots, disease, earthquakes, global agendas, and godlessness spreading like wildfire. It feels like the world is falling apart. But according to the Bible, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning of birth pains. The real judgment hasn't even started yet. After the rapture, the restraint will be removed. The church will be gone. The age of grace will come to a sudden halt. And what comes next is the most terrifying time in human history, the 7-year tribulation. Jesus said in Matthew 24:21, "For then there will be a great tribulation, such as has not occurred since the beginning of the world until now, nor ever will again." He said unless those days were cut short, no one would survive. Revelation tells us exactly what will happen. First come the seal judgments. Peace is removed from the earth. War erupts globally. Economic collapse leads to famine. 1/4 of the world dies from violence, starvation, disease, and wild animals. That's nearly 2 billion people gone in a short span of time. Then come the trumpet judgments, hail and fire rain down, mixed with blood. 1/3 of the earth is burned. A mountain-like object crashes into the sea, killing 1/3 of ocean life. Wormwood poisons 1/3 of the fresh water. The sun, moon, and stars are darkened. Then a demonic army is unleashed from the abyss to torment people for 5 months. Another demonic army follows, killing another 1/3 of humanity. People still won't repent. Then come the bowl judgments. Painful sores break out on those who take the mark of the beast. The sea turns to blood, and everything in it dies. Rivers and springs become blood. The sun scorches people with intense heat. Darkness covers the earth, and people gnaw their tongues in pain. The Euphrates River dries up to prepare for war. Then, the greatest earthquake in history, level cities and mountains disappear. Huge hailstones, 100 pounds each, fall from the sky. And still, people curse God instead of repenting. You think it's bad now because food prices are high, or people are violent, or governments are corrupt. That's nothing compared to what's coming. The tribulation isn't just a time of natural disasters or bad politics. It's God's wrath being poured out in full force on a world that rejected Him. And once it starts, you don't want to be here. 2 Thessalonians 2 says, God will send a strong delusion so that those who refuse to love the truth will believe a lie. If you reject Christ, now thinking you'll get right after the rapture, you might not even be capable of repenting later. That window could close. Jesus is the only ark in this storm. Just like in Noah's day, the world ignored the warnings until the rain came. And then the door was shut, and no one outside survived. But you don't have to be here for the judgment. That's the good news. Jesus took the wrath of God on the cross for you. He died to save you from sin, from hell, and from the judgment that's coming on this earth. He rose again, and He's coming back to rescue those who belong to Him. Romans 5:9 says, having now been justified by His blood, we shall be saved from the wrath of God through Him. The rapture isn't a fantasy. It's the rescue plan. The escape isn't from difficulty, it's from judgment. God has always removed His people before wrath falls. Lot before Sodom, Noah before the flood, and He'll do it again. But you must be born again. You're not saved because you go to church, or believe God is real, or try to be a good person. You're saved when you realize your sin condemns you, and you throw yourself on the mercy of Jesus Christ, trusting in His death and resurrection alone. When you surrender your life to Him and follow Him because He is worthy. Time is running out. If you can still feel conviction in your heart, don't ignore it. The world is on the brink. This is the warm-up. The real judgment is coming. But there's still time to be rescued. Repent, believe the gospel, turn to Jesus Christ before it's too late.